Well, today we're here on the border with our colleagues from the New South Wales Teachers Federation to send a message, I guess, to our Premier, Mr Newman, that it might be time for him to sign up to Gonski as well, because we want to make sure that Queensland kids are getting the same educational opportunities as other kids on the other side of the border.
It's really interesting, you know, right across the Queensland border, all the way from here in the Tweed right through to the far west, there are towns that look at each other across the border. And what it will essentially mean, if Premier Newman continues to refuse to accept the benefits of the federal government's Gonski reforms, is that school students within sight of each other will be millions of dollars worse off in terms of the money coming into their schools to overcome disadvantage. It's unacceptable in this day and age that we would see students in New South Wales $5 billion better off under the Gonski reforms and Queensland students $3.8 billion worse off. It's simply unacceptable.
It is untenable that my grandchildren in Queensland are going to be greatly disadvantaged if the Queensland Government does not sign up to the Gonski funding review, while my grandchildren in New South Wales will benefit from that same review. I believe that the differences will be unparalleled.
We talk about 21st century learning. We talk about the resources that are needed to engage kids in a world far different to the one when I was a young person. We need the resources to put programs, resources, technology in place to make sure that no kid is left behind wherever they live in this country, no matter which state they live in.
And to Campbell Newman, our message is very clear. If Barry O'Farrell can see the benefit of schools funding reform for the children in New South Wales, why can't you? Why can't you? And when will you stop playing politics with the future of our kids?
And we also shouldn't lose sight of the fact that all of this is at risk. That Tony Abbott has said that if he is elected in September and the majority of states are not already signed up, then he will dismantle Gonski and it will be over. So before our students get the chance to benefit from billions of dollars in additional funding that they desperately need, it will be pulled out from under them by a federal coalition government if it's elected in September. So the campaign is 40 days from now until the end of June to get the states to sign up. And then the next phase of the campaign will be to ensure that Tony Abbott does not have the power to dismantle Gonski when the federal election is held in September.
So we believe in quality and equity for all students. Gonski will help us deliver that in our classrooms, in our schools across this nation, and it's imperative that Premier Newman and the Queensland Government sign up for this deal in a similar way, as should every other state and territory government around this nation. And then we might see Australia finally recognise through those governments that education is an investment in our children's future, not a cost. Thank you.